Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Cities Skylines 2. Today we're going to be going over residential suitability, what it is, why it happens, how to fix it. Don't forget, if you aren't subscribed already, to go ahead and do so. I make Call of Duty MW3, Fortnite, and Cities Skylines 2 content. And also don't forget to leave your comments down below of what you have found to go ahead and fix these issues in the game, as everybody's game sometimes reacts differently. And don't forget to like the video if you do enjoy. Thank you guys for all the constant support in all the videos that we've been posting lately. So there's a few ways that we can go ahead and look at this. The first way that we can look at this is just straight going in here, and you can select each one of these, and I feel like this is the easiest way to do it. If you do it any other way, it sort of gets confusing, because this breaks it down step by step of the different types of houses and their suitability within being able to be built, and whether or not they're going to have issues with like high rent or being abandoned or not even being built into. So right here we can go ahead and click on all these. High density, looking great in this area. Low income housing, looking great in this area. Mixed housing, great. Medium density, it's very good. Row housing is still good, but then we click this, and there is a lot of spots here that are not good for low density residential, but in those same spots things are good for medium or good for high density. So you'll see, like with high density and medium density, that pretty much it's only the places where the industrial area is that it says it's not suitable. There's a lot of places where it says it's not suitable if you are doing the low density residential. So I want to break down some things here. So if we came through in this neighborhood right here and just wanted to destroy it, there's one key factor that you can look at on the map and see that's going to destroy it very quickly, and it might show you like, oh, well, I just can't put this next to this. Well, that's one piece of it. So if we look here on the map and we look at the red lines that are going through for the low residential, and we X out of that and we zoom down in, what do we have here? Well, what we have in this area is the medium density. So if it's higher density housing sitting in here, these people really won't like the low density housing in the area. So like this guy here, he's having issues with high rent, so you would have to take a piece of that off, delete them, and let them build back as two houses or one house or whatever they want to do. So that's an issue that can be happening. Another issue that can cause this to happen as well is office spaces. So office spaces do give great jobs, but if you were to go ahead and build office spaces along this whole block in this neighborhood, this street and probably the two streets beside it would come not suitable for low residential. They will want medium residential. The reason for it is because whenever you build medium residential, the people that move into these spaces are people that are higher educated, or willing to pay or able to pay their rent. They will never really have issues with paying rent. Now, rent is a little bit lower for these people, but these are people that are making more money. If you check into the residents, so educated 16, poorly educated 6. If we go over here, we have educated 11, poorly educated 18. So there's some houses that will have that going on, but here, educated, well educated. Overall, whenever you're looking at these places, educated, well educated, they're going to have higher educated people within them, because these people are willing to live in smaller spaces just so they can be in areas that have like easier commutes, better jobs, and most importantly, lower rent. The other people that are in normal houses and stuff, if you take a check at them, they're going to be, both of them are poorly educated. Over here, both of these people here are just educated. These people over here are poorly educated. These people here are uneducated. These people here, uneducated. And so on and so forth, poorly educated. So that's like a common theme, but you start getting in these houses, you see highly educated, well educated, sort of those types of statistics. So then, if you take a look at it, the people that are going to be working in office spaces are going to be educated, well-educated, and highly educated people. They only have a couple positions for poorly educated. So if you're throwing in office spaces into neighborhoods, that residential isn't suitable for being around the office spaces because it doesn't have people that are qualified to work in those office spaces. So those people don't even want to have the chance to move in, because it decreases the rate or the factor in which somebody would be inside of these single family homes that has the education to go ahead and work in these places. Now, if your education's through the roof and everybody in your city is well educated or highly educated, then you won't have an issue with it. But those are two big reasons why the suitability in your city isn't working along well with what's going on. Another thing that could happen, if we go here and we look at residential suitability and we click on this and we look at everywhere that has a red line currently or a yellow line compared to where it's green, and we were to click out and go into land value, you will notice that a lot of correlation happens between where the land value is higher than over in here. This is red, this was green. So where there's a correlation between when the land value is higher, it's not as suitable for low residential, because then their taxes and stuff are very high. Once you get it to the point that your average land value is somewhere in the $50,000 to $70,000 a sell, that's where it really starts getting tough. And you'll see that these areas will get super dark blue, super dark blue, and you'll really have to go through. So right here, you see the land value's pretty high in this spot right here. So if we come out of this, or if we go here, residential suitability for the low residential, that area is very bad for the low residential. So there's a few things that you want to just take a look at and make sure you keep an eye out on, and that's making sure that your your industrial isn't around your low residential, because it instantly kicks them off the bat. But you can have medium residential next to industrial. The other thing was making sure that your office spaces are spaced out correctly to the point that these people, if they are educated enough, can commute to them, but they're not in their neighborhoods because they truly don't like that. And then the other thing is making sure that you're not building neighborhoods where you're putting medium or high density housing right next to or paired with low density, because then it makes their land value too high, it makes the noise pollution too high, and these people don't want to deal with that. So those are some reasons why your residential suitability may not be working out well and you're having abandoned buildings come into the city. So if this did help you guys out, don't forget to go ahead and leave a like, comment what you have figured out within the game and things that you have seen that have been helping you out, or go ahead and subscribe and stay up to date and make sure that you aren't missing anything that we're posting here on the channel. I do Call of Duty MW3, Fortnite, and Cities Skylines 2 gameplay. So I hope to see you guys around on the channel. Thank you guys for watching today and spending your time with me. I appreciate it a ton. You guys have a good one. I've been Chase the Finish. I'm out. Peace.